Namaste everyone. This is M. Srinivasu, English faculty from DAV High School, Arcade Township. Today we are going to discuss about defining and non-defining relative clauses grammar concepts from class 10th English Unit 1 under the area title called Attitude is Altitude. And in the previous session that we have already discussed about defining relative clause, besides we also have seen what are relative pronouns and what is a meaning of a clause and how many kinds of clauses are there and so on. And this is an extension of the previous concept to conclude this with the non-defining relative clause as a ultimate joining for the concept of defining and non-defining relative clause. And let us just get into the topic here. Non-defining relative clauses or non-defining relative clause not only defines or describes but also adds an additional information. This is very important. See, the defining relative clauses role is to only define or describe a clause, maybe it is a main clause that it is describing. However, non-defining relative clauses are very clear and particular about not just providing a description or definition, but it also adds an additional information which is of course for the context is not necessary. Clear? So they give something extra information which is not of course is needed in the concept. That particular description is defined in the concept called as non-defining relative clause. So what do we understand by non-defining relative clause? Non-defining relative clauses not only defines or describes the clause but also adds additional information. This is what very important as per the textual conclusions are considered, right? So we have some two examples here that I have written. Just let us first see the question and then we get into the answer of it. And we are not to forget that earlier we have already discussed there the relative pronouns that we are using, who for persons and which for things, and even that we generally use to make something particular, right? So keeping that in the view, keeping that in the knowledge, let us just now get into the example sentence here. My sister is a doctor. This is a sentence one that is completely given full stop, so it is concluded. Second, she completed her MBBS. This is the second statement. And third, she is getting married soon. So now what do we understand? So whenever we are combining, one clause defines the other, but the last clause, whichever that now we are observing, it is adding an additional information. So whenever we get into this topic and combining it with the relative pronoun, just have a look at this. So earlier we have seen whenever we are writing answer or defining relative clauses or non-defining relative clauses, we suggested you to use the relative pronouns immediately after the noun that you are using or describing in the class. So better you place your relative pronoun immediately after the noun that you are getting in the clause that is describing, right? So my sister, so she is person, so we go for who. My sister who is, or you can say who completed her MBBS. Who completed her MBBS is a doctor. So till here you need not to add any comma. For our better understanding, if you want to place it here, you can do it also, no matter. So now first of all, let us have a look at my sister who completed her MBBS is a doctor. It is fine. Now, what about the next sentence that we are getting here? She is getting married soon. This is additional information. So you just use comma here and then you continue this. is getting married soon. Now find out the sentence. She is nothing but a called. My sister already we mentioned, so we need not to rewrite this one down here. So now finally check out the sentence. My sister who completed her MBBS is a doctor is getting married soon. So is getting married soon is the additional information. We are separating it by using comma. This is what very important in the non-definite little classes. In the shortest form, that what we understand, a sentence consisting of comma and that divided there to have a better understanding of the phrase or clause given. So that particular one we consider as non-defining relative clause. And as for our discussion, non-defining relative clauses not just give a definition but also adds the additional information. Let us say the second example we have. He is our physics teacher. He teaches effectively. He received a national award. Maybe these two are one is describing the other. Maybe the last one he received a national award is additional information. So let us get into the sentence. He is our physics teacher. And we can add who here because he is a person. So who teaches effectively? Who teaches effectively? And the additional information, whatever we have, is something called receive a national award. You can write it down by using comma before it. So you write it now. Receive a national award. National award. So now find out the sentence conclusion here. He is our physics teacher. So physics teacher is getting described. So immediately we have used the who, that is relative pronoun. So who teaches effectively? Definitely this is the description. Physics teacher is what described by the second phrase. And the last one, he received a national award, and we separate it to receive a national award by using comma. So thus it completes the non-defining relative clause of adding additional information. That additional information being separated by the comma here in the sentence. Now let us just check out the last sentence. He is our physics teacher who teaches effectively, received a national award. This is the conclusion of or maybe final answer of this non-defining relative clause by using who or which or that. In common questions that we are getting in the examination point of view, they will be giving the same. So combine the two sentences or combine the three sentences by using who, which or that similarly. So for example, if you get additional information, that additional information you just separate it by using comma, and in the normal defining sentences, what I mean is defining relative clauses. So you can just combine it by using who or which as your connectors, as they are relative pronouns, they will be used in making a sentence to be connected to different clauses. So this is a non-defining relative clause conclusion, my dear students, and already we have discussed about the defining relative clause. You just have more number of examples to explore over this. In the upcoming session, what I would like to tell you in this regard, already it was being understood and it is clear to all of us that these concepts are already being taught in the class and classwork also being given. So, and even this grammar that now we are discussing also being completed in the regular class. So hence, now better we move on to the next concept, that is believing concept in the upcoming session, that is every success story is also a story of great failures. You would like to look into it. So you just keep practicing yourself, my dear friends, and also practice your cursive handwriting more thoroughly to have a better handwriting. And then all the best, and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you very much.